Yeah, Zara have been making barefoot shoes all of this year, actually. Here's an example of them. They've got a few well, they're actually children's shoes, but they go up to like a 40, I think. So I bought the 39, and that is the shape of them. So they aren't the widest barefoot shoes in the world, but they are better than most of the other shoes that they sell because they are a better foot shape. They've got a slightly wider toe box than the average shoe. It allows your big toe to stay straight, which is exactly what you want in the shape of a barefoot shoe. They're obviously flat. They have a nice squidgy insole. I think it's actually meant to be glued in, but I've had to pull it out so I could see more about it. And then the insole itself is completely flat. Sorry, I meant the actual outsole is flat. Rubber sole. It's a very classic barefoot shoe sneaker style. Obviously, it's really nice to see that people like Zara are really looking into the barefoot niche because it is rapidly expanding, trust me. And of course, obviously, it's very, very flexible in all these directions like this. It's really important to have a lovely thin and flexible sole in a barefoot shoe to enable that maximum and optimal foot function. So we want to be able to move our feet. And what people don't realise about traditional regular footwear is it is so rigid that what it actually does is stop your feet from behaving and functioning naturally. And we end up with the footwear doing the job of our feet for us. And when you've got a regular shoe that's doing that job for you, your feet stop working, they stop moving, and then they become weaker over time. And it becomes very similar to wearing your arm in a cast. If you're wearing your arm in a cast all the time, the muscles become weak. So barefoot shoes are actually there to help you find that natural function again and grow in strength. So if you have particularly weak feet and you get flare-ups like plantar fasciitis and other foot problems, Morton's neuroma, ingrown toenails, barefoot shoes will enable you to get to a place of better resilience, greater resilience, and greater foot strength. So if you move over to barefoot shoes, do it carefully and cautiously, because obviously it all depends on how weak your feet already are. But ultimately, they grow your foot strength, they help your muscles become more activated, and you'll get that productive ache feeling that we get, you know, like when you've been to the gym and you work out for the first time, you're like, oh, I didn't realise I had those muscles. So that's where barefoot shoes will get you. And then if you keep wearing them over a course of a few weeks to months and then make them the regular part of your footwear wardrobe, then you will have ultimately really strong feet. So it's fantastic to see brands like Next, M&S and Zara all having their own barefoot shoe range now. And as ever, you want to know more about barefoot shoes, let me help you. I've got loads of videos on the matter, and if you have any questions, let me know.